Hey everybody, this is Griffin McElroy for Polygon.com, and I'm about to show you my favorite farming route that I've found so far in Bloodborne. There may be a route later on that gives you more echoes that I just haven't gotten to yet, but this one comes in relatively early at a pretty helpful part in the game. You can get a lot of echoes pretty quickly, about 11,000 in just under 2 minutes. I'm using the Moon Rune, which increases the number of echoes that I get. If you're not using that, if you haven't found it, your total may be a little bit less. Not only does this route give you echoes, you can also find a lot of blood vials on this route, so it's really helpful for filling up your storage unit. This route takes place in Himwick Charnel Lane, an area that you will unlock relatively early in the game. There are a couple ways to access it, but I like to spawn in at the Witch's Abode, which is the lamp that you open up after beating the boss, the Witches of Himwick. It's worth noting that in this video, I'm using the Tonitrus +6, a weapon that is probably my favorite one in Bloodborne so far. You don't have to use the Tonitrus, obviously. Just make sure you're using a weapon that has been upgraded fairly well so you can kill these things really quickly. For the brutes, you want to make sure if you're not going to be able to kill them quick enough that you're using a big weapon that can stun lock them, or a pretty powerful weapon that you can jump slash to them and get in a quick combo to kill them pretty easily. So starting here from the Witch's Abode lamp, you want to turn around and start running up the stairs. There are going to be 3 pretty easy enemies to take out up here. One of them has a flaming poker that can be kind of tricky, but deal with them pretty quickly. These mobs can occasionally drop blood vials. It's not especially common, but that's another good way to add to your pool. You want to run down this hill here and you'll spawn a brute. I just did a jumping attack. It's a really handy way for dealing with brutes. If you haven't messed around with the jumping attacks, you just flick forward on the left analog stick and hit the heavy attack button at the same time, and you'll execute one of those. The brutes, there's 2 more down here. You want to try and get them separated if you can't kill them quick enough, but I can take them down in just a few hits, so that's not so big of an issue. They drop about 2,500 echoes apiece, which is a small fortune. You want to run up this hill and curve around. There are a bunch of wolves on the ground there that will aggro on you, and it's much easier to deal with them up here when you can sort of take them on single file. So there's one down there, and here I just kind of back off and wait for the rest to run up. You can be a little bit more aggressive if you like. But yeah, here they come single file, pretty easy to take down. Using my charged Tonitrus, it's just sort of one shot, but go ahead and use whatever weapon you're comfortable with, probably a lighter weapon so you can get quick attacks off on them. They do move pretty quickly. Those enemies do drop shards, both the Bloodstone Shards and the Twin Bloodstone Shards, which are great for upgrading, obviously, but if you have a ton of them already, I have more Bloodstone Shards than I can count, you can sell those for even more Blood Echoes. So there's one more Demon Dog down here next to a Molotov throwing enemy. Very frequently, that enemy will drop Molotov cocktails, so again, another pretty good way to stock up on another item on this route. And that's it. That's it for this route. You want to turn around and run back the way you came. If you can get through the enemies pretty quickly and make a beeline straight back, you'll be able to get back to the lamp in just about 2 minutes from when you left it. So this is a very, very efficient farming route. Again, I would recommend using the Moon Rune if you have it, just to boost your total, and make sure that you have a weapon that's strong enough to one-shot or come close to one-shotting everything, and you'll make short work of this route. That's it for this route. I hope this was helpful in helping you get through some of the trickier parts of Bloodborne. The area after this one is a real pain in the ass, so if you need a few levels to help you get through it, there's no shame in getting out the old rake and doing some farming. Is that a thing people use for farming? I think it is. Thanks for watching, and good luck.